Hi all you beautiful people. I'm just uploading the video about organic farming in India, and it makes me think, or God wants me to talk about we who are from the Western world and who are from the countries who have been industrialized for a long time, and of course our situation is different. So I'll just talk a little bit about this now, because we know that the problems of the world are just so immense, and we dream of a world that was harmonious and beautiful, and where we didn't destroy with chemicals and all these destructive things that are going on. And for many of us, it's before we really open our eyes, it's an outward. We have an outward focus. So, for my own, in my own life, I really thought when I was young, you know, doing organic gardening and living a natural way and all these things, I was very focused on, and I had a huge vegetable garden for 25 years, grew all our food. We had our own meat and milk, and were very self-sufficient, and spent a lot of time with our children and read stories to them, did all the things I really felt that were right to do. And I really believe that this is going to change the world, because if everybody does this, all will be well. It's just not so easy. Because I mean, not that I think I would do it differently, but why is there still so much pain in my own family and in my own life? What's going on? And as I've said before, it's because everything we see in the world today is only a manifestation of something that's going on inside us. So it's all quantum physics, which I don't know much about. I just know that the world, what we see, is in us. As Jesus says, as you think, so it will be. And so we in the Western world, we are in a different place than people who are living a simple life, who are working together, and like traditional societies were in our worlds, in Denmark for instance, 100 years ago, 200 years ago, people were very much working together, living a simple life and being very sustainable in every way. And that's all gone because everything is modernized and people are doing their thing with all this enormous consumerism. Anyway, that's the world today. So for the Indian farmers, they can already now, because they're just in a different place, they can turn to organics and do great changes. And I think for people who live in a society like that, the destruction of their heart or the problems within are not so great. So we in the Western world are very much a product of all that has been changing the last hundreds of years, and there is an accumulated pain in human beings here that is more intense. So where we need to start the organic farming is in our heart. We have a garden within us, and that garden needs to be cleaned up. And the toxic chemicals that we see being used in the world are all coming from our heart. And it sounds really horrible, but it's true. I can see that with myself. That it is by changing us. If you want to change the world, change yourself. So the whole healing and saving of the world starts inside us. And it's very abstract in the beginning, because I mean, what are we talking about? Do I go into my intestines? Well, you actually do too, because you have to clean up your body, but you have to shift your focus. And we so want to live organically and all these things on the outside, but actually we have to accept, or what can you say, you can't be perfect on the outside or do everything naturally and in a healthy way while this is all very painful and very destroyed inside. So some things like using a car, using a washing machine, whatever it is part of this transition. So we will not be so organic on the outside while we're focusing within and cleaning up our hearts and turning this garden within us, which has died more or less, the soil is ruined, and bring life back to it. Or remove the toxicity in our hearts in this garden so that all the healthy life forms can come through. Because the beautiful thing is that it's all, the healed heart is within us. That's what I believe. God is within, deep down God is, and the pain is on top of it. So luckily, we're not destroyed to the core of our being. Luckily, we are beautiful inside. So it's not a matter of completely restructuring ourselves. It's a matter of throwing off these coats of pain, just letting them drop one by one. And when we do this, as we heal in our heart, you see, I promise you, you see that the world around you will change and your life will change. The way you do things will come naturally. You don't have to think, oh, I have to buy the organic food and I have to buy this and I have to do this and I have to... Because it will just come. It comes naturally because it just flows out of your heart because you're healed within. You have a beautiful garden that's healthy and wholesome within you. You feel great. You feel alive. You feel organic. You feel biodynamic. You're a biodynamic person. And when you have this feeling within you, it goes into every cell of your body and your actions will become natural and wholesome and healthy and peace-filled and love-filled and joy-filled. And you will create a world around you that is completely beautiful. So we are on different level or different places in our consciousness on the earth right now. The 7 billion people we all are in a different place. And if you feel you have pain within, or you're just not well within, you're just not, which many of us do, that's where we need to start. So, and the organic garden or doing some things in nature are beautiful, but as long as it's joy-filled and relaxed. Because if we push ourselves to be very organic and very green, we're actually stressing ourselves and taking our attention away from what really needs to heal. So start from the root of our problems. And for us in the Western world, it's very much cleaning up the heart, cleaning up what's inside. And as I've mentioned before, I'm working with this emotion code, and I want to just mention it again. It is such a brilliant tool, but also an incredible eye-opener for me, because I've said this once, I'll say it again. I can see that I, as a person, and like probably many Westerners, are carrying on to such, or have been, now luckily I've released a lot of it, I hope most of it, are carrying on to such enormous amounts of pain from my family. And I really do believe, I don't know if this is true, but I really do believe that as we come into the earth, we do it out of compassion. We say, we can see our mother and father are in a mess emotionally, and so we say, okay, I'll take some of that for you. I'll carry this, so I'll let it be part of me. But it's in ignorance, or it's just doesn't work, because if you carry it, take it from your mother and father, you're in pain too. So there's just one more who's thrown himself into the hole. But anyway, as I can see, I'm just being inspired right now. The fact that I took all this pain on from my parents, I mean, I think it's 30 times I've found an emotion in me, a trapped negative emotion that has been for 20, 30, 40, 50, I've gone all the way up to 90 generations back. It just is mind-boggling. But the fact that I did that, and the fact that I'm right here and this beautiful woman showed me the emotion code, I can actually release all this. So maybe that's what I signed up for. Okay, throw it in there, fill me up with your pain, so that when I'm 53, I'll be able to release it all. Who knows? But that is the most, I mean, it is just the most unbelievably beautiful tool for cleaning our gardens, our inner garden, is this emotion code. And the fact that you're cleaning up for your children and your ancestors is just, it's just, I don't have a word for it. It's so beautiful that I can help them. I can help myself, and I can help them too. So the pain of the earth that has been in humanity for thousands of years, people who have experienced, I mean, one of the ancestors was a woman. She showed me she was being chased by a bear. I mean, we can laugh now, but she had panic, and she's been carrying this for, she's been giving this panic on to 22 generations. I mean, of course, people experience very traumatic things in their lives, and they did before the industrial world was here. They experienced shocking things that just they were not able to process in the moment. So because of humanity's destructive way of being, we have put other people through pain, immense pain. So I really do believe a new world is arising. They call it the golden age, or whatever it is. You can call it the world of love, or the time of love. And the old world that was destructive, hateful, sick, is just going away. It's just leaving us. We're just letting it go. I really, really, really do believe this. And the only way this can happen is that each and every one of us goes within and releases the pain. Because when the pain's no longer there, our actions become beautiful. Our bodies become beautiful. We'll probably live longer. I'm sure we will live longer because we're much more alive. Having negative emotions makes us sick and unwell, and of course not able to live very long lives. So we have so much to look forward to, and I think I feel it's a great help for me to keep telling myself, okay, I'm not perfect, I've got a big television and that's probably going to pollute. When they're going to burn that, that's going to pollute the earth. I've got a car I drive in, I've got a washing machine I use. Things pollute, and I'm harming the earth with some of the things I do. I have this camera, and it's all, when it's going to burn, it's going to bring all this toxicity into the air. But I keep being told by God, it's okay. It's okay. Because there will be a new camera one day that isn't toxic. And there will be, but right now there is what you've got. So be wise and stay focused on helping yourself within. Because that's what I'm looking at it. And he said it in the Bible. It says in the Bible, 2,000 years ago it was written, God is looking at your heart. Looking straight into your heart. What are you doing? How are you focused? And so I just want to tell you this, that I just encourage you to allow yourself to focus on this garden within, and see that you make a beautiful haven inside you, and that your life will change on the outer, in the exterior. It will change to something very, very, very beautiful. So this was a little thing I had to share with you today. So peace be with you, and feel the love, and thank you for all your love and all your prayers. Thank you, my friend. See you.